Hi and welcome everyone to Nikki Loves Books. Nikki here, and today we do have our next OwlCrate books to unbox. So this is our OwlCrate young adult box for March. It seems like it's a little bit early. It's only the 13th and I already have it. So I was working on one of my videos from the holiday season. For those of you who don't know, I am behind on some of my videos because I'm going through a divorce. I had to shift priorities and take care of myself. So I did some unboxings and then just never got around to editing and uploading this video. So was working on that, and my plan was to have one of those videos come out today and then respond to comments. And OwlCrate had a different idea and had my box delivered today. So I am excited. It's just I had to shift gears, so I wasn't really planning on being camera today, so I feel a bit messy, but here we are. So let's go ahead and get into our OwlCrate young adult box for March 2025. Friendly reminder that there is no longer a physical pamphlet for OwlCrate. It is now a QR code that you scan that's on the inside of the box. I actually remembered that today. So before we jump in, of course, we want to talk about our theme. So our theme for our OwlCrate Young Adult March 2025 box is Until We Meet Again. Okay, so our first item we have in this box just says 10 on it. I do believe that this is OwlCrate's 10th year anniversary, which is super cool. I have to go back to see. I don't think I have been subscribed for 10 years, but I could be wrong. It might be 9 years. I have to go double check, but 10-year anniversary for OwlCrate. Go you guys. And so fitting, it is of course the OwlCrate logo. OwlCrate turns 10 years old this March. To celebrate this amazing accomplishment, we've added an exclusive pin for our loyal subscribers. It features our fun and loving Oswald logo in party mode and was wonderfully designed by Cade Roach at Hey Atlas Creative. Generally, I don't like pins, but I have been a subscriber for OwlCrate for so long that I am very, very fond of Oswald, and so this is kind of nostalgic for me also. So I will be keeping my Oswald pin. Next up, we have this, which says Snow Falling Metal Bookmark. Nothing you can take from me was ever worth keeping. A metal bookmark stunningly encapsulating the game of survival in the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, designed by @Sayuri Art. Let's go ahead and take a look. Metal bookmark. For your next read, use this beautiful metal bookmark encapsulating the essence of the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. This bookmark is a unique round shape filled with an intricate and stunning design made by @Sayuri Art. And I agree, I do like the shape. I like that it's oval. It's different from traditional bookmark shapes. And the design is beautiful. Generally speaking, I've enjoyed a lot of @Sayuri's art. So this is something I will be keeping. I have not read The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes yet, but it is on my TBR and actually on my shelves. Next up, we have the item, which is what I think was causing my box to be so heavy. And it is this. It's Alice's Adventures in Wonderland book pot. So confession. I hate Alice in Wonderland. I hated the books. I hated the movie. I hate Alice in Wonderland. It is terrible. I know because it's a classic and it's beloved, but don't like Alice in Wonderland. So it says on the back, step into the whimsy of Wonderland with this enchanting book pot. Inspired by Lewis Carroll's Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, this beautiful ceramic book pot is guaranteed to add a touch of fantasy to your bookshelf or desk, all the while keeping your pens and trinkets organized. Designed with love by Cade Roach at Hey Atlas Creative. So let's go ahead and take a look. I have a feeling I might not like this simply because I don't like Alice in Wonderland. Okay, so I don't like Alice in Wonderland, but I kind of like this. So Alice's Adventure in Wonderland, like, okay, yeah, cool. Obviously, it looks like a book, so we have the spine, and this is actually what I like about it. So we're all mad here. I do like that quote from Alice in Wonderland, and of course, that is from the Mad Hatter, which is my favorite character. If, of course, I had to pick a favorite character for Alice in Wonderland. Like, I would rather just not read it and not watch it. But, if I had to choose. So step into the world of Wonderland with this enchanting book pot. Inspired by Alice in Wonderland, this book pot is the perfect item to keep on your desk for your trinkets, writing materials, or even some beautiful flowers. This book pot was designed by Cade Roach at Hey Atlas Creative. The only flowers that you can put in here are going to be small, like flowers, like wildflowers, like flowers that you pick outside. Like obviously the flowers from the florist I think are going to be slightly too big for a book pot this size. It's about the size of my hand roughly. So not very deep, but I still like these. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really kind of digging these book pots, and I like how heavy and hefty they feel, sturdy. So ultimately the question is, am I gonna keep this? I have no freaking idea. I can't make a decision up right now. Like, part of me likes it because it's a book pot, but it's Alice in Wonderland, and yes, I like the quote, but who knows? So for now, I'm gonna put it aside and keep it safe, like keep it in all the same packaging and all that jazz. And so we'll see at a future date if I end up doing a giveaway for this. The next item, I'm not quite sure exactly what it's supposed to be. It is inspired by Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. Okay, so it looks like storage of some sort. And okay, it has straps, so I think this might actually be a purse. So you guys get it. There's a strap. You hook it on. I'm not going to take all the time to do that. So it's a purse. It's a very, narrow purse. It doesn't open very far, but it is a purse. And it looks like a book, which is super cool. So book purse. Whether you're journeying out to discover the world of Fae or going to the bookstore for your next escape, a book purse is the perfect accessory to carry all your necessities. Inspired by Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies, this item was beautifully designed by @Divine Literary. So of course we have this, and it looks like a book. I actually really like this, but I don't know if I need it. And I have not read the Encyclopedia of Fairies. I don't know if I'll like it. Like, it's on my TBR. If I get to it, I get to it. I actually got a free copy from my book club, so I do have it. So I probably will get around to reading it. I just need to get around to reading it. So this is another item that I like, but I'm unsure if I am going to keep it or not. So I will be putting it all back together, store it safely, and we'll make a decision another time of whether I want to keep this or not. And another thing, just for people who have not seen my channel or don't know because you haven't watched enough videos of me, I have throat issues. So I have swallowing problems. Like there's literally something wrong with my throat. So being able to swallow actually affects your speech. So I am sorry if I mispronounce something or you hear like a slur almost. It's just a thing. And as an update for all of y'all who have known about this, so it's still going on. And I just saw the specialist this morning. There's nothing they can do. So the test did show that I have esophageal dysmotility. So I'm like, there is literally muscles in my throat that are not working correctly. But as of right now, there is nothing that they are willing to do until it gets more extreme, because I can still drink liquids. I was just told that if it gets worse, come back and then they'll look into doing more things. But the other garbage answer that I got is that they have no idea why this is happening. And I'm just so frustrated because I'm like, it's really hard to eat. Obviously, I'm not starving to death. Like, I'm able to eat. I have found things that I can eat. I have found ways that I can eat, but it's very frustrating to eat. And it's also very scary because now I live alone. There's a risk of me choking and not having someone to help me do the Heimlich or something. So I have to be very, very careful. And I'm just on edge when I eat now, which is super stupid. It is what it is, and I will continue making the best of it as much as I can. So again, apologies if I'm mispronouncing things or just the words sound a little bit weird. I'm not trying to do it on purpose. It's just the way that things work, because being able to swallow really affects your speech. So that's where we're at. Next, we do have our Enchanted Elixirs collection. So let's take a look. It's Calcifer. I am so excited. So this is Calcifer from Howl's Moving Castle. It is adorable. I highly recommend watching the anime. I am not a huge anime fan, but Howl's Moving Castle, gotta do it. Here's the next pin in our 2025 enamel pin collection, Enchanted Elixirs. Each month's box will include a sliding pin. It's not a sliding pin. All it is a little tassel piece. It's not a sliding pin. Stop calling it that. So I'm going to change this. Each month's box will include a pin with a dangly piece featuring magical elements from fantastical worlds, all tucked away in a bottle, all designed by @Layla Ashtar Shrine. Our third pin in the collection features Howl's Moving Castle, where Howl and Sophie unite in a beautiful journey together. It is true, but more importantly, this is Calcifer, and he's adorbs, and I love him. And on the tassel piece, not sliding piece, tassel piece, it says, "A heart is a heavy burden." Ugh, ain't that the truth? But a lot of joy can be found too, but it's a heavy burden. All right, so that is it for our items in our box. Of course, as always, OwlCrate has done a good job, and I swear 2025 is their year. It's like the 10-year anniversary, and they just come in, kick in this year. So love the items. While they might not all be for me, again, there's some items that I might give away. I think these items are excellent. It's just not to my taste. It's not OwlCrate's fault that I'm weird and I don't like Alice in Wonderland. Also, I haven't read Encyclopedia Fairies, and it seems good, but I don't know if I'll like it, and so I don't know if I want to keep the purse or not. Again, not OwlCrate's fault, but those items are good. And I think someone would be very happy to have them if they like those fandoms. So I think this box is great. It just might not all be for me. I will say, oddly enough, I liked both pins in this box. Like, how weird is that? Me who hates pins and complaining about pins, I like both pins. Amazing. So as always, let me in the comments below your thoughts, and don't forget to like this video if you want to see me do more unboxings. Let's get to the reason why I subscribed to OwlCrate years ago, the book. So our book for our Until We Meet Again OwlCrate box is Our Infinite Fate by Laura Steven. Our book selection for March features a fantastical story of love that defies death and deception. In Our Infinite Fates, Evelyn is always murdered in all her past lives by Arden, whose survival is dependent on killing her before she turns 18. But this time, Evelyn wants to live, especially with her sister's health in her hands. As Evelyn searches for her killer in this life, she needs to figure out why he keeps going after her, break the curse, and try not to fall in love in the process. Oh my god, this is super unique. I love this. So I'm going to read the inside flap because I need to know more. The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue meets This Is How You Lose the Time War in this fantastical and epic love story that defies death as two souls reincarnate through the centuries. Evelyn can remember all her past lives. She can also remember that in every single one, she's been murdered before her 18th birthday by Arden, a supernatural being linked to her soul. The problem is that she's quite fond of the life she's in now, and her little sister needs her in order to stay alive. If Evelyn wants to save her sister, she'll have to find the centuries-old devil who hunts her through each life before they find her first, figure out why she's being hunted, and finally break their curse, and try not to fall in love again. Okay, seriously, all these books I've been getting recently, I just want to read them all and I want to read them quickly, but I'm still stuck on the current book I'm reading. I've gotten a lot more into it and I'm reading it faster, thankfully, but oh my god, I still have a lot to read, and then I have a lot more books to read before I can get to this one, and I'm so sad because I really, really want to read this one. So we have, of course, an exclusive dust jacket that is beautiful. And it says, maybe that's all love is. In the end, an endless tempting of fate. What a beautiful quote. I just love all the foiled red dripping also on this cover. Just the blue and the red are so beautiful. So love this. We also have a reversible dust jacket, which just has an art scene. So it says reversible dust jacket. I just say just art, because for me, a reversible dust jacket actually would have like the title of the book, at least on the spine, if not on the cover. But I'm just like, it's not a true cover, it's just artwork, and it is still okay. It is very beautiful. We have a foiled hardcover case that says 1,000 years of you, and then Until We Meet Again, my love. So beautiful. I feel like this book might make me cry, to be perfectly honest. We also have beautiful stenciled edges that match the cover so very well. Not quite sure how I feel about the black and the gold versus it, but it still looks good. It's a very beautifully done. Love it. And we have beautiful foiled illustrated end pages, and that one says, year after year, century after century, new flowers from old roots, an eternal seed from which life will always bloom. Jesus Christ, the writing is beautiful in this. And then we have the back end, and it says, and I love you, and I have loved you, and I will love you. Oh my God. It is, of course, signed by the author, includes a bound author letter inside, as well as bonus content. And then we also have a matching ribbon bookmark. I already love this book, and I haven't even read it, but I love everything about this book, like the premise, the design, the quotes, like, oh, I literally cannot wait till I get to this. But as I said earlier, it's gonna be some time. I don't have as much time to dedicate to reading. I've just been busy with a lot of other things, just kind of taking care of me, also reorganizing the house and just stuff like in the process of divorce. Things are messy. So it's going to be a minute. I'm currently reading The Courting of Bristol Keats. I am more than halfway through this book finally. I like it. Like I am fully invested and I just need to read more of it and then I can move on to my next books. But yes, it will be a minute before I get to this, but I'm so excited to get to this. So that's it. Of course, let me know in the comments below your thoughts on the items and the book, this beautiful book. Please let me know your thoughts on this book. I would love to hear them. And don't forget to like this video if you want to see me do more unboxings and you enjoyed yourself while you were here. And don't forget to subscribe. I will be continuing my unboxings, and if I can get back into it, I really would like to get to my book reviews and my book recaps. Things are really just not my normal jive, and I'm just trying to find out what works in my new life now. So we'll see. Again, I think the next video is going to be me doing unboxings from the holiday season, the videos that I need to catch up on, but I might have a box that just shows up unannounced that I'm not prepared for and have to do another unboxing with y'all right in this moment. So we'll find out. As always, it's been a pleasure. I always love unboxing with you all. So thanks for being here and I will catch you next time. Thanks.